She ruined every relationship I ever had, so I gave her one that ruined her life. My sister, Alexis, had this thing where she'd always insert herself into my love life. She'd accidentally text my boyfriends, forget to leave when they came over, and somehow always manage to make them feel special. When I started dating Ethan from my art class, everything seemed perfect. He was creative, took me on spontaneous adventures, and actually listened when I talked about my dreams. I thought I'd finally found someone real until Alexis started helping us with our projects. She'd bring Ethan his favorite snacks, sit way too close during our study sessions, and always found excuses to touch his arm while explaining techniques he already knew. Your sister's really cool, Ethan mentioned one evening after Alexis had spent hours helping him with a piece I'd already worked on. I brushed it off because I trusted him. Big mistake. One night I came home to find them making out on our couch like they'd been together forever. Ethan jumped up, his shirt half unbuttoned, saying, "It just happened and I was confused about my feelings." Alexis just shrugged and said, "You snooze, you lose, sis." I packed Ethan's stuff in a trash bag and threw it at him. When he tried to apologize, I slammed the door in his face. I distanced myself from Alexis for a while, but a few months later, when I was dating Liam from the gym, guess who showed up at our yoga class? Alexis enrolled the same day I brought Liam as my guest, claiming she'd always wanted to try mindfulness. She spent the entire session asking Liam to adjust her form and invited him to be her partner for certain poses. I watched her lean into him during Savasana, laughing at everything he said. "She's chill," Liam said afterward. 2 weeks later, I decided to surprise Liam with a home-cooked meal at his apartment. I used my spare key and walked in to find Alexis straddling him on his kitchen counter, both of them half-naked with takeout containers scattered everywhere. He said, "You guys weren't even that serious." Alexis laughed when I confronted her, not even bothering to get dressed. "Plus, you're always busy anyway." After losing my third boyfriend to Alexis's games, I realized being nice wasn't working. She was a predator, and I needed to think like one too. I knew Alexis's weakness. She was obsessed with social media influencers and always fell for guys with huge followings. Her Instagram was full of comments under influencer posts, and she constantly talked about wanting to date someone with a platform. So I created a fake Instagram account for my friend's brother, Julian. Julian was gorgeous, 61, with piercing blue eyes, but he worked as a librarian and had zero interest in social media. I convinced him to let me use his photos for a social experiment and promised him $200 for his trouble. Then, I went to work. I posted Julian's photos from a modeling shoot he'd done years ago, bought 50,000 fake followers to make the account look legit, and crafted the perfect lifestyle influencer persona. Gym selfies, motivational quotes, photos with expensive cars I found online, fake brand partnerships, the whole package. Then I had Julian slide into Alexis's DMs with a message about wanting to collaborate with beautiful local creators and how he'd seen her around town. She responded within minutes. Alexis was completely hooked. Within a week, she was telling everyone about her new influencer boyfriend who was going to make her famous. She posted their text conversations, bragged about their dates, and started planning their future content empire. For 3 months, Julian made the perfect boyfriend, while Alexis spent every penny of her savings trying to impress him. Designer outfits for their content shoots, expensive dinners at trendy restaurants, even a weekend trip to Miami that she paid for entirely. She quit her part-time job at the campus coffee shop because Julian promised to make her his business partner once they hit 100K followers together. She maxed out her credit cards, buying camera equipment and lighting setups for videos they were about to start filming. Meanwhile, Julian would text me updates about how delusional she was getting. She'd convinced herself they were going to be the next big couple influencer brand, talking about moving to LA and getting verified checkmarks. Then last week, I told Julian it was time for the grand finale. He ghosted her completely, deleted the entire Instagram account, locked her number, changed his work schedule to avoid the coffee shop she frequented, vanished like he never existed. Alexis came crying to my new apartment, mascara streaming down her face, clutching her phone like it might bring him back. "I don't understand," she saw. "We had plans. He said he loved me. How could someone be so fake? He took everything. My money, my job, my dignity. I'm completely broke, and everyone thinks I'm crazy for dating a guy who apparently never existed." I handed her a tissue and smiled for the first time in months. "Yeah, Alexis. I really don't understand how someone could be so fake either."